kind of continuity we're looking for?
The point is that Edo State government is not owing local government workers, because Edo State government is not responsible for local government salaries. Local governments in Edo State, as far as I know, are autonomous and independent. They are autonomous and independent, and that is the fact.
The constitution has not been amended yet to grant autonomy to local governments. So as far as the constitution stands right now, local governments are not autonomous. They are still the responsibility of the state governments. And when
we wonder that you are the chairman of the economic team of the present government, you've talked about how you will plot leakages in the local government area. But when we wonder, why are you not doing this now? Why is it when you want to be governor that you are thinking about this?
Here again, the issues have come up because they are autonomous.
The unadvertised tale of Godwin Obaseki prior to his rehabilitation as the chairman of Governor Adams Oshomole's economic team since December 2008 is a long tale of woe. On January 18, 2011, the Nigerian Stock Exchange, due to non-compliance with market requirements, suspended Godwin Obaseki's company, AfriInvest. In a statement released to the press on January 20, 2011, AfriInvest acknowledged that, unquote, the firm's trading privileges have been suspended at the opening of business on January 18, 2011 by the Nigerian Stock Exchange due to non-compliance, unquote. Furthermore, AfriInvest, a company founded by Godwin Obaseki and of which he was executive vice chairman, CEO, and now chairman, has been embroiled in a major financial scam involving the MTN Teleops Fund since January 2008. The MTN Teleops Fund is a closed fund which Godwin Obaseki's company sold to private investors who invested solely in the shares of MTN Nigeria. Several aggrieved investors cried foul, alleging that they have been shortchanged by AfriInvest, making them lose their investments running into millions of US dollars. In fact, they created a chat room in 2011 on the stock exchange website at www.stockmarketnigeria.com/forums under the heading AfriInvest Fund or Fraud Manager. It occasioned hashtags such as how to solve a fraud like AfriInvest and Grand Theft Stocks. On August 9, 2016, Godwin Obaseki and two expatriate directors of KCA Deutag were dragged before a federal high court over the alleged misappropriation and embezzlement of funds approximately 5.567 billion naira by the Idisi family. The family had earlier in the year petitioned the EFCC and the National Assembly. KCA Deutag is a drilling and oil service company belonging to the late Chief Humphrey Irikefe Idisi, who hails from Sapele in Delta State. On the 30th of July 2002, KCA Deutag Nigeria Limited entered into a drilling workover contractual agreement with late Chief H.I. Idisi. Chief H.I. Idisi died in 2009, and since his demise, the management of KCA Deutag Nigeria Limited have not remitted its entitlements according to the agreements reached by the administrators of his estate, totaling about 5.56 billion naira. The case is presently in court. It is pertinent to ask, did Godwin Obaseki use his position as economic advisor to the governor of Edo State to negotiate huge commissions for his venture capital company? It is clear that Godwin Obaseki is an unrepentant venture capitalist and not an economist, and venture capitalists are hawks. It is on record that AfriInvest sourced and still manages the 25 billion naira loan for the failed Edo stormwater project. At the prevalent 2% flat rate AfriInvest charges for its mutual fund services and the 0.25% it charges as management fees, the once close to bankrupt venture capitalist outfit could have carted home about 500 million naira at 2% flat rate and an average of 65.5 million naira, representing 0.25% management fee per annum for one deal alone. The only non-certificate of the almost 60-year-old Mr. Godwin Obaseki at the tertiary or university level is his graduation from the University of Ibadan in 1979 with a second-class lower division degree in classics, a branch of literature that deals with ancient Greek and Roman literature. This makes him more at home with the study of ancient Greek poets and dramatists like Aristotle than the finance and economic guru status that is currently being ascribed to him by the media and his apologists. Mr. Godwin Obaseki's alleged MBA, Masters in Business Administration, is not listed on the roll call of either the Columbia University nor Pace University in New York as claimed by his profile on his website. Also, his claimed year of graduation from either universities are not published. It is also curious that Mr. Godwin Obaseki did not have credit passes in both economics and English language at school certificate level when he passed out of the Ewosa Anglican Grammar School in Benin City in 1973. It is a big wonder how a failed student in economics at school certificate level and with a degree in Greek and Roman classics and an unverifiable claim to an MBA is being paraded as a guru in economics and finance. Mr. Godwin Obaseki was first appointed as economic advisor in December 2008. Ever since, he has served as a de facto number 2 man in Adams Oshomole's government. However, many might wonder why Godwin Obaseki never cared about his constituency. His father's house at Ebieme Street, right at the heart of the city in Iyaru, lies desolate and abandoned. Ebieme Street is the main street linking the busy Iyaru area with Wire Road. Today, the street is unpassable with massive potholes and in a total state of disrepair. How can someone with little empathy and who cannot fix his father's street have the empathy and passion to fix Edo State? Honorable Philip Shaibu is the younger foster brother of Comrade Adams Oshomole. It is common knowledge that Philip's father, who was a clergy with the Evangelical Church of West Africa, ECWA, in Kaduna, adopted a young Adamu Aliyu Oshomole and trained him as a child and got him employed as a textile mill worker in Kaduna. Oshomole grew up as Philip Shaibu's father's adopted son. When the elder Shaibu passed away, Governor Oshomole funded a near-state burial for his foster father. Honorable Philip Shaibu has had several brushes with the courts, becoming the most notorious of legislators when he was a member of the Edo State House of Assembly. He's been charged for assault, thuggery, and forgery. Presently, Philip Shaibu, the man APC wants Edo people to vote in as deputy governor, has been arraigned before the High Court in Benin City on a 6-count charge over his alleged forgery of tax documents by the Independent Corrupt Practices and Other Related Offences Commission, ICPC.
Presiding Judge, Justice Esohe Ikponwe, announced the adjournment of all proceedings for the day, while no reason was given for the adjournment. A new date was fixed for 24th October 2016 for continuation of hearing. The former majority leader of Edo State House of Assembly, who is now the APC deputy governorship candidate, Mr. Philip Shaibu, is being arraigned by the ICPC on a 6-count charge bordering on alleged forgery of tax documents.
The land use charge is perhaps the most vexed and anti-people policy of the Oshomole administration. It was passed in a bill brought before the State House of Assembly in 2013. The land use bill was presented and read on the floor of the House by the then majority leader of the Edo State House of Assembly, Honorable Philip Shaibu. Mr. Philip Shaibu, who today is the running mate of Mr. Godwin Obaseki as deputy governorship candidate, can rightly be described as the father of the Land Use Charge Act. In the last few months, and as elections draw near, the state government has gone silent on the vexed land use charge issue without repealing the act. Is it his game plan to hunt innocent citizens after the election by the imposition of the author of the Land Use Act on the people as deputy governor? It is indeed curious that in order to perpetrate his barely veiled third-term agenda, Governor Adams Oshomole has foisted on the APC a governorship and deputy governorship candidate with histories of fraudulent and doubtable characteristics. It is the duty of the Edo people to summarily reject these mischievous impositions. To most Nigerians, the APC has failed abysmally. The Nigerian nation went to the polls on March 28, 2015, yearning for change. But a year and a half later, these hopes appear dashed. The APC government has served the nation an unpalatable bitter pill in all spheres of human endeavor. The economy is broken. The sectarian conflicts, be it Boko Haram, the Biafra agitation, or a resurgent conflict by the Niger Delta Avengers, are unending. The APC have not fulfilled any of its campaign promises. 1 meal per day for school children, 5,000 naira unemployment benefit for the millions of unemployed youths, 3 million jobs to be created in 1 year, reduction in the domestic pump price of petroleum products, cancellation of a supposedly non-existent fuel subsidy, and many more. To many, APC is a new acronym meaning all promises cancelled. Prices of domestic commodities have risen astronomically and inflation is on a spiral. As at December 2015, a bag of rice sold for 8,500 naira. Today,